Yo YouTube, it is Tate Takes. We are back with another video. This one is going to be on none other than the greatest to ever lace up a pair of cleats and walk onto a professional NFL field, and that will be Tom Brady, right? Apparently Brady took off from the Buccaneers camp, right? For like, I think it was 10 or 11 days. It's a lot of stories out there that maybe he went on a vacation with his family. Maybe he made some promises to his family that he didn't want to break. Maybe he talked to Tampa Bay about this before he came back and came out of retirement. And quite frankly, I think it's none of those, right? I just think he didn't want to be around for this time of the season because Brady has been down this path over 20 times now at this point, right? He doesn't need preseason reps with guys he's already played with. All of these guys he's already played with. I mean, Julio, yeah, do they got to get some reps in? Yeah, but I'm sure they got reps in already. Julio is also a professional, a guy who's been in the league for a long time now. So a guy like Brady and a guy like Julio, they don't really need to get in as many reps as a guy like Aaron Rodgers and all of those young receivers that he has over there. Brady, he has a bunch of veterans at receiver and at tight end and at running back. They got to get some things fixed on the O-line, obviously, because they're the injuries is piling up for them on the offensive line. But as far as his weapons, as far as the skills players, I don't think he really need to get in as many reps. You understand what I'm saying? And especially when it's only practice reps. He's obviously not going to play in the preseason games, right? So in his case, it's like, what do I need to be here for? I'm in tip-top shape. I've been eating great. I didn't take off in the off season. Tom Brady is a workaholic. He understands his role. He understands his job, and he just understands what he has to do and what he has to get done. So, not by any stretch do I believe that he's unprepared. You understand what I'm saying? And I believe everybody else believes he's prepared and ready to go as well, even without as many reps as, you know, some other guys has gotten at the same position at quarterback. But as I said, his legacy is already set in stone, and he's already been down this road so many times that he already knows what to do. He just doesn't have to be there. And I believe that's why he wasn't there. He needs the regular season to kick in for him to get into mode, for him to get ready to, you know, and prepare to play these football games. These last 10, 11 days that he wasn't there, it would have been, I don't want to say it would have been a waste of his time, but like I said, it's just not necessary for him. So with all of that being said, right, I don't think Tampa is going to be as big as a threat as they was over the past 2 years. I don't even believe that they're true Super Bowl contenders. Not this year. Not this year. Particularly because of the offensive line. I mean, the defense is pretty solid. The offense is, as far as skills players, they're pretty loaded, if you ask me. But it's all going to start and it's all going to end with Tom Brady, as it always does and as it always will, right? You need your quarterback to be at the top of his game, right? Brady is going to be at the top of his game in the regular season and come playoffs, which I do think they can get into the playoffs, but I don't expect them to go deep. I don't expect them to be at the top of the NFC. So, I mean, it'd be a tough road to get to the Super Bowl this year. And can they pull it off? Anything is possible when you got Brady on your team, right? I mean, got 8. Is it 7 or 8? 7, right? 7 championships, right? Got 7 championships, 7 Super Bowls. Anything can happen when you got that guy on your team. Same thing in the NBA. You got LeBron James on your team. Any given year, you can win it all. Just because you have the greatest of all time playing on your team. So, man, my take on it is, I don't think it's a big deal. Brady needed some time to himself, some time with his family. Quite frankly, you probably you don't want that looming over his head anyway, and him having to, deal with that throughout the entire season. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just the attitude of his wife, or you know what I mean, or the attitude of his kids, and now he got to bring that into practice and into the season with him, and that weight just being on his shoulder. At least it's off his shoulders. Whatever he needed to take care of, obviously he needed to do so, because we know that Tom Brady loves football. We know that Tom Brady puts football number 1 in his life, even over his family, his wife, and his children. He's already shown that, and at this point in his life, he definitely does want to be more involved with his family and try to make up some of that time that he has lost. But this last year, he's going to give it one more go, at least one more go, to try to make a run at it and try to end his career on the best note that he can, and that's by winning a Super Bowl and walking off, into the sunset as the greatest player of all time. Even though he's already in that place right now, I just think he wants to end on a high note, a great note, and it's no other way to do that than to leave winning a Super Bowl. That's why quite frankly, I think he should have retired 2 years ago when he won that first Super Bowl with Tampa. I think he should have just called it quits. And if he would have walked off into the sunset at that point, man, it would have been incredible. You know what I mean? To talk about this for years and years and years on down the road. And when, these younger kids coming up in this generation, and they look back at the greatest, to ever lace him up, they would see that, he walked off into the sunset by winning a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Shit, he possibly could have won the MVP. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Like, he was just that great. But that's my take on it, man. Leave a comment in the comment box. Subscribe. Please leave a like. It's Tate Taste, man. We out of here. Let's get it. Ha!